Paul, any complaints about today's result?
It's hard to complain. I try and be fair and give an honest opinion, but I don't think the players particularly deserve to lose the game. I thought a draw would have probably been a fair result. We know they're a very good team. They like to dominate play, but kind of a lot of what we spoke about and how we wanted to approach the game played out. But we finished the stronger of the teams as well, but couldn't force the late equaliser, unfortunately, which of course we experienced here the last time we came. So not that fairy tale ending for us today, but pleased in truth with a lot of what I've seen, albeit we've lost the game, and that's always, that's not lost on me. That's the most important thing.
I know we're only 3 games into the season now, but we're not going to come against much stronger teams than that, are we, this season?
You would like to think not. Like I said, very good at what they do, but I also thought we looked a decent side today. I thought we carried a threat, but we've conceded 3 goals, and if you do that, you're probably not going to win too many games. As you said, some very good players, a style of play, the bit of a tactical battle going on as well. They sort of tweaked theirs, and then we changed, and then changed again. So it was kind of, ultimately it was an interesting game in a lot of ways, and I think a good game for the neutral. Fantastic crowd. Our fans turned out in the numbers. 12,000 something here. Nice stadium, good pitch. So lots of sort of things that make it right for a good game of football. But like I said, I'm not. The day that I get comfortable when we've lost a game of football will probably be the day to pack in.
And the pressing was impressive, particularly in that first half, and actually that led to the opener, wasn't it, with Danny Rose? Yeah,
look, they take some chances. A lot of what they do, it makes you work extremely hard. And I thought at the end of the game there were 2 sets of players that looked, the ones that had played the full minutes looked extremely tired, which is how it should be in truth. I've said that to the players, it's okay to be tired, because you should be. If you're not, then something's probably gone wrong within the game. So yeah, we pressed, thought we did well at times. The other times you have to give it up. The way that where the overload play, you've got to make the decision, is it hurting you? And at times it wasn't, but 3 crosses in the box that we haven't defended well enough. A bit of luck obviously for the equaliser for them, I have to say that, but they'll be delighted with a win, and obviously we're frustrated not to take anything from the game.
Yeah, you mentioned about the goals. Do you think they're quite soft, those only 2 from us?
I mean, if you're on their side, you have to say it's a great touch and finish from Bostock for the first one. Albeit for me, Eastie's made 1 save, and then the ball's gone back in. For me, it's got to be a header. We have to head the ball clear. Someone can't bring the ball down his chest, albeit it's, like I said, it is a good bit of skill. The second, frustrating, because I think we had the chance to maybe sort of turn them around a little bit, and then in the deflection, it catches Jakes, just took a step I think to his left, and then when it drops in, he can't do anything about that. So certainly fortunate. And the last one, what turned out to be the winner, was again, they are good balls in. There's no getting away from that. But if someone's going to score against you, I guess from my point of view, in a coaching point, that's the sort of bit where you give up the furthest man. But we've got to try and work even harder to stop the cross, and we've got to try and make sure that we don't give free headers in our box.
Yeah, and they were attacking down their right hand side, our left, and in the end you decided to make that change after half an hour. Can you just explain to the fans why you did that?
Yeah, of course. And Anthony had been booked, and the lad that's playing out there in the main, very, very quick and lively, plays a lot of 1-2s, and sometimes it's not even about him just running, it's running into space. As a defender, you would try and block him off and use some of if they are dark arts, but just basically what defenders do. And my concern with the referee and the way that kind of some of the decisions that have been made was that we end up with 10 men, and that's the last thing that I want. Is 1, to lose Anthony, and 2, to lose a player in such a tough game with at least an hour probably nearer 70 minutes left on the clock. So not nice. I'm sure he'll be disappointed, but ultimately I've got to do what's right for the team, and that was the reason the decision was made.
And with all this extra time added on, fitness clearly is becoming an issue, isn't it, towards the end of that game?
I think you could tell, like I said, one, I thought it was a really good tempo. I haven't seen the sort of physical stats or anything, but the balls, I think again when you play a team like Notts County, the ball's in play a lot anyway. There was very little breather. You saw it when they had corners. Because they're not the biggest of teams in a lot of ways, they probably don't choose just to sort of throw it straight in the box. They play and then maybe cross or come back out. So there was very little breather, I think, within the game. It seems a biggish pitch, and I just thought that, like I said, the tempo was good from both teams. I thought we finished stronger. Now whether that's partly because of the scoreline and they're protecting the lead, but I think it's just a bit of an eye-opener, but you can see it. The players need to be extremely fit and understand if they're coming off, players are going to come on, and it's not simply about you played or performed poorly. It's about giving fresh legs, and like I say, unfortunately today we didn't quite get that reward, but I'm sure there'll be times when we do.
Now 2 home games to look forward to, and looking to forget about today and go straight into Tuesday against Salford.
Look, I said in previous interview the defeat on Tuesday was night and day compared to today's game, and I think I can understand some of the reasons for that in terms of Tuesday. Today was much better, but we knew from when the fixtures were released that the start that we had and how difficult that will be, and we wanted to try and get that first 3 points at home on the opening day. We did all, certainly for me, were kind of on top of that game for large parts, but then to get Mansfield in the cup, Notts County today, Salford and Mansfield the next 2 in particular, we're coming up against some really, really strong teams. But that today, like I said, a lot of what I saw give me more to be optimistic about rather than go away and really sort of concerned. So yeah, disappointed that we've lost, but positives to take in.
Cheers, Bob.
Thank you.